Hey there! How's it going? This is Kimberly with AskSpot, and in this tutorial, we will show you how to use AskSpot's Flow Builder to create guided conversations that can capture lead info without using the built-in lead form. So you'll also learn how to trigger a webhook at the end to send the data over to your CRM or to your database. More control over how and when information is collected, that's when you will use the flow builder instead of the AskSpot built-in lead form. This, you can guide users through a personalized conversational experience. You can ask one question at a time, or you can even branch based on answers and even insert AI-powered messages between steps. So this feels more like a natural conversation rather than a traditional form, and it's perfect if you want to qualify leads or keep your engagement high. So plus when you connect a webhook at the end, all that data still ends up right where you need it or where you want it. So let's start by going into our AskSpot account and go ahead to the flow builder section. Now click on create to create a new flow. Let's put a name, leads collection flow, and create that. You will be redirected into our editor page. So you can just drag and drop the blocks that you need from here. And over here, you'll see some info. If you want to rearrange blocks and reconnect line, just click on the connecting line between the blocks and press the backspace key or delete key. And you can even share your flow right here. So you can enable copy share of the flow. You can clear your entire flow, or you can just make sure it's centered, or this is where you can save your flow. So for this tutorial, we will be using the question channel to gather info. So you can find that right here on the basic blocks and just drag it over to your editor. And then we have a success and failure block, so we can determine where we want the data to, where we want the flow to proceed. For this, we won't be needing a success and failure block since we're just collecting data. So I'm just going to click on it and click backspace on my keyboard, click on it and backspace on my keyboard. So now let's click inside this question channel, and then we will save the response to attribute. Okay, so this will be name and add custom attribute. There you go. And save changes. Next, let's use another question block to ask what their email is. So again, remove this. This will be great. What's the best email to reach you at? And then I'll just search for the collected attributes, can reference the name of the user. Now let's save this as an email and add custom attribute. There you go. Next, let's use another question block and ask their business type. What kind of business are you in? There you go. Now let's save this as a custom attribute, business type, and save. Okay, I think the last question that we will ask is this. What are you hoping to achieve with our services? Something like that. And user goal, let's just name this as a user goal. So basically, we are adding custom attributes because it's a unique identifier for each of these questions that we added. And it helps us keep track of the user's responses so we can pass their answers over to a webhook or reference their answers later in the flow. Let me just get, now that we have all of the question blocks, we will be adding the webhook block at the end of it. So just click on add webhook, and over here you'll see all of the collected attributes, and these are what will be passed on to a webhook once we put the URL right here. So you can use any external platform or any external systems if you want. As long as they support webhooks, they should work correctly with AskSpot. Just make sure to gather the URL in that platform and then put the URL right here. So let's save this for now. Let's exit out of that for now. Okay, now let's save the flow. And let's see how it looks like. Let's test our flow. Here, you can test your entire flow. Okay. Like this. Okay, so it went through the entire flow very quickly. We may want to add some delay on the next block so that it's not going to respond very fast. There you go. 3-second delay on each block would be great. And let's save. So that's it. You've created a very, very simple leads collection flow. You can try it for your chatbots. Once you've set up your flow, you can start adding it to your bots, to your spotlights. So you'll see it right here, connected chatbots. You'll see which chatbot or spotlight it is connected to. Thanks so much for watching.